I thought I'd try something extra this Sunday. I'm also including with my message this little short devotional uh, to use in preparation for your communion time. We're not meeting around the Lord's table here at the church, but we're meeting virtually as we each share together these emblems. I've been a blood donor for many years. I think I've shared that with you before. I first donated when I was in the military, and then again a few times when I was in college. But since I've lived in Dalton, with the convenience of having blood assurance right close by here, I've been a regular donor. My blood type is type O negative, and they call that the universal blood type. I'm a universal donor, and my blood can be given to anybody without having to type it or match it first. And as a consequence, ambulances and emergency rooms use my type blood a lot, and blood assurance is giving me a call all the time, reminding me to give. Over the years, I think I've given approximately 14 gallons of blood. I say that not to brag, but to illustrate the power of blood. Blood donations can quite literally save lives. This past week, I've been hearing about another power that blood has. The health organizations are talking about antibody testing as a way of not only testing the public to see if they have the virus, but more importantly, finding those who have recovered from the virus and then using their antibodies as a way to combat the disease in those who are suffering from it right now. Evidently, these antibodies are created by our bodies when we get the disease and fight the disease, and then they're carried in our blood. And giving that blood to those who are affected could help provide a cure. They're still checking that out, but that's a possibility. So, blood can be a very powerful thing. It can literally help cure diseases and save lives. But my blood, even though it's a universal blood type, can't do everything. Your blood donations, no matter how many you give, even though they can help save lives, cannot do everything. Our blood is limited in its power. We might be able to save physical lives, but we can do nothing about spiritual death because only the blood of Christ can do that. Paul said in Ephesians chapter 1, verses 7 and 8, "In him we have redemption through his blood, the forgiveness of sins, in accordance with the riches of God's grace, that he lavished on us with all wisdom and understanding." And that's why we take time each and every Lord's Day to share the bread, which represents his broken body, and the cup, which represents his shed blood. That blood, which, as the old gospel song says, will never lose its power. Thanks be to God that he allowed Jesus to go to the cross and shed his blood for you and for me.